Hey people, it's Cheyenne here with Purple Phoenix Intuitive Tarot. I'm hopping on a little early so I can get started with all the other stuff, okay? That's my brother. He's playing his game. I don't know if anybody's on yet. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see comments. Because you never know with Facebook if you're going to be able to see comments, if you're going to be able to see people hopping on. Sometimes those things do not pop up. Just letting y'all know. So if I don't say hi, comment, and I will say hi to you. Because sometimes I cannot see it. Just letting you know. Probably loud. Sorry about that, guys. I was like, where's that string coming from? It's coming from my sage. Hello, hello. Whoever's joining in. Thank you for joining in. Purple Phoenix here. No, my name's Cheyenne. But yeah, with Purple Phoenix Intuitive Tarot. That is my YouTube channel. I hope y'all are doing well. Hope y'all are feeling well. Today is Taco Tuesday, so I went and got some tacos for me and my brother and his lovely girlfriend. And we mowed down, man. We ate the heck out of tacos. So I'm gonna go ahead and sage while we're waiting on people to hop on. I'm not gonna sage. I'm gonna smudge with Palo Santo because it doesn't seem to bother my throat as bad. Sage for some reason. Not if I'm making a sage tea. If I make a sage tea, it's lovely for my throat. But boy, sage smoke. Woo! Hello, whoever's hopping on. I see numbers up there. I just don't see any names. All right, dear Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, please cleanse the collective and cleanse me, cleanse my cards, remove all negative energy, dear Heavenly Father. Got cards up in there too, got cards down here, got cards everywhere. Cleanse me, cleanse my space. Thank you. All right. I'm going to go ahead and say my prayers. Dear Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, guardian angels, ancestors, ascended masters, please be here with me tonight for this reading for the collective. Please give me clear, concise messages for them. And dear Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, please wrap your hands around the collective and wrap your hands around me. Put a protective hedge around us. Protect us all from evil, protect us all from harm. If there's any dark magic, spell work, or evil eyes being sent our way, please block them, return them, sender. If there's any hexes or curses being sent our way, please block them and return them, sender. Please help us to all trust our intuition. And if we have any kind of telepathic connections with anyone, please help them to be clean and clear. Do not allow any blockages to our intuition. Do not allow any blockages to our telepathic connections. Thank you so much for your love, your grace, your mercy. And dear Heavenly Father, please fill us all with love and light so that we can share it with the world. In Jesus' name, thank you. All right, guys. So what's the time? Dang, I'm still 5 minutes early. Well, thinking I might just start, guys. Hello, whoever's watching. Thank you for joining tonight. I can't see anything down below, like any comments or your name's not popping up saying, hey, so-and-so's watching, so just letting you know. All right, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and begin this reading. I do need to warn y'all. I do use a bell, which can be loud. I also use dice, which can be loud. I'll warn you of those things before I use them. And guys, I do cuss, okay? Just let you know, I cuss a little, okay? And, yeah. And what else? There's something else I'm missing. Oh, yeah. This is a general reading, not a personal one-to-one reading. So he could be a she could be a he. It's all about the energy, okay, guys? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't fit, okay? Use your intuition. All right, so I'm going to use the bell and cleanse this space. Remove all negative energy. All right. So for the collective, yeah, I really want to use the Tattoo Tarot deck. I saw that earlier whenever I was thinking about, you know, tuning into the collective energy. I saw my Tattoo Tarot deck and I thought, yep, that's what I'm going to use. Ooh, Queen of Cups on the bottom. And I just shuffled all these because they all fell on the floor and they all got mixed together. And I had to separate them and get them all straight and upright, you know, how I like everything nice and neat. And anyway, yeah, so they have been shuffled, but I'm going to shuffle them again for y'all, okay? Queen of Cups, 8 of Coins, nice. 3 of Swords, ew. That's something heartbreaking. For the collective. Ooh, the Magician, y'all manifesting. Right now is a good time to release. We've still got the waning moon going. It's a good time to release. Let go, and then when it becomes new, that's when you call in and you manifest. All right, for the collective, we're gonna do a cross and staff, okay? For the collective, hello. I wish it would pop up and show me who's watching. Oh, my sister's watching. I see that. Hey, Lori. All right, for the collective, what's going on in their current energy? 6 of Coins. Nice. Oh my gosh, guys. Looky there. 6 of Coins, that's something reciprocated, okay? That's like a reciprocal love. You could be receiving a message about someone who likes you, wanting to know if you like them back. You know, I don't know. Could be a 9 of Wands. Someone coming in very passionately. You know, I don't know. Ace of Swords are going to bring you the truth. They're in a very balanced energy. They could be a King of Swords energy. That's Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Fire, Sagittarius. A lot of fire there. Air and fire. Yeah. 7 of Cups. That can mean you got a lot of different... Hey, I think you say Kateri. Hey, that's a neat name. I like your name. That's very pretty. All right, and 6 of Cups. You know, that's like thinking back, reminiscing to the past. 8 of Cups, that's walking away. And you got 6, 7, and 8 all right there, guys. But it's 7, 8, 6. So it's like out of order. You know what I mean? Something could be something to do with the heart space. It doesn't feel like it's in order. You know? You got walking away in the middle of reminiscing, and you know that could be a lot of different choices. The 7 of Cups. You also got Judgment. Yeah, that could be you waking up going, oh gosh, I've got so many different choices. I don't know. All right, but 6 of Coins. 6 of Coins, that's reciprocated love. That's very balanced, you know, generosity, charity, giving, prosperity. So that's a good to be in your energy right there. That's a good card. All right, what's their, for the collective, what is their challenge at the moment? Let's see what those are. Nine of freaking Swords. Oh, that's anxiety about some kind of big decision. Could be in love. Queen of Coins, High Priestess. Okay, that can be a wife, a mother. You know, Queen of Coins, High Priestess. That's your intuition. Then you got the World. Okay, something closing out so something new can begin. Knight of Cups, someone bringing in a love offer. Two of Swords, though, they're like, it's a painful decision. Eight of Swords are feeling trapped. Probably feeling trapped in their own head. That's what that feels like, because you got Eight of Swords and Nine of Swords. That's a lot of anxiety, you know it? It's like they're trapped in their own head. They see you as someone they want to marry, you know, Queen of Pentacles. That's someone who's like wife material, you know? But they're all up in their head about it for some reason. Maybe they need to close out something in order for this new thing to begin. Don't know. Ace of Coins is your challenge. Great. That's, what the heck? Ace of Coins, that's, you know, in the upright, that's opportunity. Brand new opportunity. Prosperity, new venture, stability, you know. In reverse, it'd be like you missed your chance. Maybe you think you missed your chance. A lost opportunity. Could have a financial loss. Maybe you feel like you lost your chance, you know. Six of Coins, that's reciprocated love. You want to take someone love offer, you want to take them a message of love, but like, you don't know if you missed out on your chance, if it's too late. Oops, sorry, Harry. I'm going to put little Harry and Hermione down here. Alright, yeah, it feels like someone feels like they missed out on their chance. Okay. For the collective, what's going on in their subconscious? Deep down, what they're thinking about. The Sun. They're seeing things very clearly. The Sun. That's in your subconscious right now, guys. Oh, the Sun. It's positivity. It's the happiest card in the deck. You know what I mean? It's fun. It's warmth. It's success. It's vitality. Seeing things very clearly. You know what I mean? And then you got the Eight of Wands here on the bottom of the deck. That's like a fast incoming message. You know? That's the fastest moving card in the deck other than Chariot. And then you got Star. A healing love. You know? Oh gosh. And then you got Tower. And then you got 10, it's going to shock the shit out of you. 10 of Cups, Empress. It's going to shock the shit out of this Empress. That's what's happening here. When you send them this message and let them know you're my dream come true, she's going to be shocked, but she loves you back. You know what I mean? That's emotional fulfillment. She's going to be happy. You know what I mean? That Tower's right in the middle. Could be she gets shocked, you know, like, oh my gosh, what? What? You really do like me? Maybe she feels like you're out of their league, you know? Like you're out of her league. Like she thinks you're so much better looking than her. I resonate with that. I don't know. Could be just a big freaking change, you know? It could shock her that she's gonna open up her heart space to receive this. That could be what's shocking. Oh gosh, then you got the Devil. Six of Wands, that's victory. Hermit, King of Wands, Moon. Okay. What's going on in the recent past? For the collective. Recent past. Whoa, hello. Knave of Cups, okay. Hierophant. That can mean marriage. Morals, someone upstanding, someone, you know. Are they putting a debt? There's the Emperor. How funny. Emperor. Death and rebirth. Wow. Hierophant. Yeah, because the Hierophant, that talks about, you know, like traditional beliefs. It can mean, you know, like spiritual wisdom, conformity, gaining morals, you know, becoming a very moral person. Knave of Cups is on the side. Oh, man. He wanted to tell someone he liked them. Maybe, you know, he was trying. Whoever this energy is, whoever you are, you could have been trying to tell someone you liked them. On the side, let me just see the cups real quick. Immaturity, moody, disappointment, and love. So that could have been whoever this is. You know, this could be your energy, or it could be someone else in your energy. But whoever this is in the recent past, they could have been very disappointed from some type of love. You know what I mean? They could have been very moody and immature at the time. They weren't ready, but now look at them. They're transforming into an emperor. You know what I mean? That's what that feels like. Someone very upstanding. Queen of Swords. They could have, you know, that can indicate a divorced person. Emperor could have left a Queen of Swords energy, you know, and transformed into this Hierophant energy. Wow. Wow, look at that. 4 of Coins and Chariot. That's the fastest moving card in the deck, the Chariot. 4 coins. That talks about, you know, that's someone who's got a stable, strong foundation. So it's like in the recent past, they were working on that. They want to move very quickly and bring you this cup of love, but they had been heartbroken. That's what it feels like. It feels like they had had their heart broken by someone. You know, they had been disappointed in love, so they were acting very immature. They were probably very moody, you know. You never knew, like, you know, if they really truly liked you or if they didn't. I feel like this is a love reading, guys. Anyway, it may not be. I don't know. But someone in the past was disappointed in love. They wanted to move forward very quickly. 4 coins, that talks about, you know, like security, control, saving. They were doing a good job of you know, staying on track. You know what I mean? That's what that feels like, staying on track. The Chariot, you know, it talks about control, willpower. They were very much in control. Strong willpower, you know what I mean? They were doing good, but then they got disappointed. Something happened. Some kind of disappointment in love. That's what I feel. It threw them off kilter. You know what I mean? Yeah. It threw them off kilter. Okay. They were trying maybe to get into that Emperor energy, you know. They were trying to be ready for a union, you know, or marriage could be. I don't know. I just got that for the Divine Masculine. Go watch my YouTube, Purple Phoenix Intuitive Tarot. Those readings were definitely interesting. It's so weird. Anyway, all right. For the collective, intentions, expectations. Yeah. See, they want to bring someone a diamond, like a ring. You know what I mean? They want to propose. Knave of Coins. That's someone, you know, offering a new business opportunity. You know, they bring, yeah, an opportunity, a financial offer. They're learning, you know. Very stable, strong person, but a very young, you know, person. That's good energy, you know. They feel like they missed out on a chance. Could be in a job, you know what I mean? It could be a job. It really could. Because 6 of Coins, it talks about like prosperity. You know what I mean? You're doing very good right now. You're a very charitable person. Whoever this is in your energy is a very generous person, very charitable, very giving, you know, very prosperous. 9 of Cups, 10 of Coins, 5 of Swords. There's some kind of, man, words, a conflict with words, an argument, maybe about some kind of 10 of Coins. That can indicate a marriage, you know, a very amazing job, a stable job, one that was very fulfilling, you know, some kind of opportunity that was very fulfilling, you know, or maybe it is. That's, I mean, intentions, expectations. Your intention, maybe you feel like they're going to tell you no, you know, conflict of words. That would mean no, right? Okay. All right, for the near future, for the collective, near future. 9 of Coins, wow. Wow, an 8 of Coins on the bottom of the deck. That's reaping your rewards, reaping what you sow, you know what I mean? That's harvest time. You've worked hard to get here, to get to be a strong, independent person. Looking good, smelling good, you know, just doing your thing. Yeah, you worked really hard to get there. You had to gain a new perspective about something. Some kind of betrayal was in you know, I don't know, 3 of Coins. Someone you worked with, a work group, could be. Some kind of betrayal, lying, cheating, stealing going on. You gained a new perspective about it. And you might have spoke up about it. Now you're reaping your rewards. You're getting a harvest. While other people may be getting, I mean, they may be getting bad karma. I don't know. But you, don't worry about that. Worry about you, man. You got all these, could have strong earth in your chart. A lot of pentacles out there. A lot of coins, you know. How's the collective feeling about this situation? Wow, Judgment. Your eyes are being opened. You know what I mean? Judgment, that's due to do. God is blowing the horn. Rebirth, inner calling. You could have an inner calling about something, you know, about this new job opportunity, about, you know, could be person, place, or thing, okay? It could be, if it's a person, it could be family, love, business, friend, okay? But you've received a new calling. You know, it could be in a job. We got 5 of Coins here. That's feeling left out in the cold. You may have to leave some people out in the cold. You know, some friends. 7 of Coins, that's patience. Yeah, resting. Yeah, some people who've betrayed you. You're leaving all of it out in the cold. You're walking away from gossip, slander, lying, cheating, stealing. You're walking away from all of that. You're laying all of it to rest. And you're resting. And you're having patience, you know. Yeah, you could be moving very quickly, putting up your boundaries, that's for sure. Knight of Swords. Ace of Wands. You feel very passionate, you know. Someone feels very competitive with you. Great. 6 of Cups. That's someone you've known for a long time, thinking about the past, reminiscing. That's the harvest. We got that. Okay. Judgment. Yeah, God is blowing the horn. It's like it's finished. You know what I mean? That's like God saying, okay, it's done. You know, something, that's how you're feeling. You're like, you're just done with something. That's what that feels like. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even say anything. Temperance. All right, let me do that again. For the collective, Someone in their environment, how are they feeling about this situation? King of Wands. Knight of Wands. They're feeling very passionate. They could be a very good-looking person. King of Wands is usually a very good-looking person. Someone who is very charitable, very passionate, very compassionate, very driven, you know. Knight of Wands, that's moving forward very quickly, you know, with, could be like, you know, with enthusiasm, with energy, with passion. Feeling very passionate. A risk taker. 8 of Swords. Dang, that's feeling trapped by a decision. Knight of Cups. Could be love. You could be wanting to take someone a love offer. It's a painful decision you've got to make. It's so painful that it's got you trapped in your head, you know. And here you got the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands. This is a very passionate, something you're very passionate about, something you're very emotional about, you know. I feel like it's a decision that you have to make that could be this King of Wands energy. You know, they've got a very passionate, very emotional decision to make, and it's got them all up in their head. It's a decision to lay to rest something. You know, something's got to give so something new can come in. Trust your intuition, okay? Queen of Coins. Someone you may feel, I mean, this King of Wands, he could feel like he wants to marry this person. That's someone who's marriage material. Yeah, big decision in love, okay? Yeah, it's got them all. Anxiety, 9 and 9. Knight of Wands and 9 of Swords. They've been hurt. That's battle wounded soldier energy. That's anxiety so bad it keeps you up at night. You know what I mean? Like, they have anxiety that bad that it keeps them up at night. And I think it's because they've been hurt in the past by someone. The Moon, that can be fear. Hermit, going within, finding the truth, looking for the truth, searching for the truth. You're going to be victorious with this endeavor. 8 of Cups. Walking away. Yep. Walking away. Putting up your boundaries. There's that Temperance. Yeah. Alright, that's someone in your energy. Alright, for the collective, hopes and fears. Hopes and fears. What would you like for them to know? The Empress. You're hoping for your Empress. The Devil behind that. 10 of Cups. Man, this Devil energy does not want y'all to come together. Yep, well, there's boobies too. Yeah, this Devil energy does not want y'all to come together. You know? Shocking. There it is, that Tower again. When you take them this... Look at that. When you take them... Wow. God's going to make it happen. God's going to make you take that leap. So, like, look. There's Empress and then the Devil, okay? I'm just going to do it like that. Trying to prevent this Empress from getting her 10 of Cups. You know what I mean? But she could be all up in her head about it. But it's when it comes in, it's going to shock the crap out of her. Because it's a very healing love. It's something she's wished for. And she's like, what? I'm actually getting it? It's going to come in very quickly. It's good. It's Dharma, man. Hopes and fears. Here it is. 2 of Coins. King of Coins. Knave of Wands. Ah, he's balancing out. He's weighing out the pros and cons. Like, do I want to continue being a player, or do I want to slow down and be married? You know, this is a married man. A very solid, strong, stable person. You know, someone you can trust, someone very loyal, very kind, very giving, you know. They think, most people say this is the married man in the deck, you know. The King of Swords can represent a divorced man, okay? Knave of Wands, they're the Casanova of the deck. It's like, do I want to stay in player energy or do I want to get married? You know what I mean? Hopes and fears. It's like, oh, he could be fearing that, he's going to cheat. If he gets married, that he won't want to stay married and he'll end up cheating. I don't know. But two of coins, that's weighing out your pros and cons, There's the scales. Weighing out your pros and cons. You could have sun and moon, air and water, in your chart. I don't know. But it's like you're balancing it all out. You're weighing it all out. That's what it feels like. Two of Pentacles. That's, adaptability. You're prioritizing. You're trying to figure out, do you want to be a married man and marry this Empress? Okay? Or do you want to stay in your Casanova energy? That's what I feel, guys. I'm sorry. That's what I feel. Okay? Alright, let's move those out of the way. Alright, potential outcome for the collective. Potential outcome. 10 of coins. Yep. You're going to make that solid decision. You're not going to be in that Casanova player energy. That's not, I don't feel like that's what you're going to choose. You're going to choose the Empress. You're going to choose someone that you can be with for the long haul. You want a relationship that'll last. You want to be able to sit there on your front porch when you're 80 years old, sipping your coffee on a rainy day, going, we needed this, honey. Like, you want that. You want someone you can grow old with. Okay? So you're not going to stay in that player energy. You're not. I don't feel. You'd have someone could have a lot of fire in their chart, I don't know. And this could be someone, if this energy is for a masculine, which I feel it is, this could be someone in their energy who's just, they could be, if they were in reverse, it could be someone quite jealous. You know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah. I'm going to move hopes and fears over here. It's like you're balancing it out. You're weighing out the pros and cons of being a husband or staying a player. That's good. That you're really thinking about it, you know what I mean? But I wouldn't think for too long. 4 of Cups. You know what I mean? Yeah, you could feel like you're missing out on your opportunity. You know what I mean? Missing out on your chance at this love. Like God's shoving the cup in your face, like on the traditional, it's a cup being shoved into your face and you're looking at these 3 empty ones, You maybe, you need to accept that cup that God's putting right in front of your face. You know what I mean? You need to make that decision to say, yes, I'll take that cup of love, Lord. I will go after this person. Yeah, because if you don't, you're going to be really sad about it. Yeah, you're going to feel overburdened, Yeah, accept that cup. Accept it. It is a 2 of Cups, okay? It's going to lead to a 2 of Cups. Take care of yourself. Self-love, self-care. Your cup is overflowing, and then you can go and give your cup to another. It leads to a 4 of Wands. 11-11, guys. Make a wish. That's marriage. Yeah, you saw it. You know who it is. Could be a Queen of Swords. Libra energy. Yeah. There you are, Emperor, dude. You had a death and rebirth, you know what I mean? You had to wake up to the fact that, of morals, of like, institutional, like, things, like marriage, like you had to get rid of your player ways. That's what it feels like. This is a funny reading. Yeah, it does. It feels like overall you feel like you've already missed out on your chance, you know? You might have. I don't know. You'll just have to see. You'll have to send that message. You'll have to send the message, okay? And just see. Be brave. Be strong. You're not going to know yes or no unless you actually send it. Hello. Well, I was going to clarify with these, but I think these are too big. Let me just move some of my cards around. Oh, wait. I can put those back up. There we go. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm going to go clarify with, lovers. I'm telling you, this is some kind of love reading. Hello. How are y'all tonight? I'm here. I'm just off camera. I don't like being on camera. I mean, it don't bother me, but I just don't like it. For the collective, can we get some clarification? I'm going to clarify each card. Excuse me. 6 of coins. Can we clarify that? That's their current energy. Oh, great. Pathway. Yeah. You're not going to know until you send this message. You know what I mean? You want this new pathway. That's what I feel. Community. It's someone you know. It could be one of your friends. Someone you know. You're wanting to send them a message. And you should. You know it? You should just do it, dude. Whoever you are. And we got distant horizons, so let's find out. We will find out when this is going to be taking place. This new path. Let's just go ahead and do that. So they're going to send a message. Let me just arrange things. We can do it like this and like this. All right. So they're going to send a message and find out if it's reciprocated. They're going to let someone know they like them, someone in their community, someone they know, you know. They're going to let them know they like them in 3 to 6 days, 3 to 6 weeks, 3 to 6 months, okay? When will that be, dear Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, for the collective? You know, I had a feeling we were going to get that card, that distant horizons. November could be significant. All right, for the collective. When will they be sending this message? Okay. When will the collective be sending or receiving this message? Maybe not. Okay. When will the collective be sending or receiving this message? July. That's already gone. Okay. Oops. Maybe you did lose your chance. I'm sorry. No, I can't say that. October. October could be significant. Okay. We also have May and February. Wow. Okay. So there's something significant about May. What would come next? No, February. February comes first. January, then February. So, oh wait, but this could be in the past, okay? There's something significant about May. That might have been like the last time y'all talked. I don't know. Something happened in February, okay? I don't know. But yeah, February, May, and then October, okay? Those months are significant. February, May, and October. That could be when messages are sent, you know? I don't know. February, May, and October, okay? In July. So, something happened in July. Alright. For the collective, Ace of Coins in their subconscious, that's a missed opportunity. You know, they missed the chance to go after their Empress. It feels like Ace of Coins it's their challenge is Ace of Coins sideways. Ace of Coins. So it'd be a missed opportunity. Yeah, you feel like you missed it. You missed, pathway and thoughts. Oh man, you missed your chance. It feels like you feel like you missed the boat. You missed the path. You know what I mean? It's like you're not going to be able to go down this path with this person that you think about all the time. You think about them all the time. Okay. 7, 6 plus 1, 7, and 8, 78. Wow. Anyway, you feel like you missed your opportunity with this person. Someone you think about all the time. Like you just totally missed that. And she was a gift. She was a gift, a true gift. She's still expecting for you to call or text her, okay? Or message her. You know what? She's still expecting you because she knows you know, she knows you're the jackpot. She wants to go on this journey with you. Y'all could be journeying somewhere to a courthouse to get married. Then you're going to court after you get married. That's funny. You can do it backwards. Makes me think of that Bruno Mars song. It was popped in my mind earlier today on a reading. You know, it's a beautiful night, looking for something dumb to do. Hey baby, I think I want to marry you. You know, that one. Alright, the sun for the subconscious. They're seeing something very clearly. What are they seeing very clearly now? Deep down, they're happy. Maybe in their dreams, they're happy. They have happy dreams about this person that they want to send a message to. It's always happy dreams. I don't know. Subconscious, yeah. Yeah. Courthouse. Journey. She's expecting you, I'm telling you. Oh, now it's in order. Courthouse, then marriage. Yeah. A gift. They are, you know deep down that this person is a gift from God. And you're really hoping that you didn't miss out. You didn't miss the boat. That you're not going to lose this chance to be with them. To have a life together. Excuse me. To have a life together, you know. Yeah. Yep. For the collective. What's that Chariot? What's that Chariot? Chariot. High honor. Wow. Could, yeah, things moving very quickly like those. Ooh, despair. Oh. Yeah, because, you know, like, this Knave of Cups, that was someone who had been very disappointed. You know, Knave of Cups on the side, right here. Someone who had been very disappointed in love. So I think this is clarifying this whole section. It's someone who's deeply, they were heartbroken. 4 coins. Let's just go ahead and make sure. 4 coins. Yeah, they lost their fortune. They lost something great. Could have been with whoever it is they're wanting a message. They feel like they screwed up, you know. They feel like they disappointed her. Maybe, I don't know. Let's clarify. What's that Knave of Cups on the side? Official person. Maybe they felt like they were too controlling. You know what I mean? Yeah, too in control. That's security, you know, being conservative. They might have been too conservative with their love. You know what I mean? Maybe they stopped texting, stopped messaging. You know, they pulled back. And they feel like they might have disappointed. They were disappointed in themselves. They might have been very disappointed in themselves because they feel like they moved too quickly. Things moved too quickly. And, you know, moved too quickly, too hasty. You know what I mean? They could have moved too quickly, too hasty, and they feel like they lost their great fortune, and now they're in despair in the recent past, okay? That's how I feel about that. Feels like they moved too quickly in the past. You know how that happens? It's like, you know, you jump the gun type thing. Like, yeah, you get married before you date type thing. Only this situation, it's like maybe they might have, you know, like had sex before they really actually had a chance to court them. You know what I mean? Like they hooked up type thing. And they're like, damn it, I blew my chance. You know, I really wanted to court her. I like date her, you know, take her out on dates and do it the right way. And now they feel like they lost their chance. They lost that opportunity to do that. Because she's just not that type of girl who does like hookups, you know? And he thinks like maybe she's upset with him because that's pretty much, you know, like he might have been very conservative, like I said, you know, and stopped messaging her because he feels bad about what happened, you know? He felt really bad and he didn't know how to handle the situation. You know, I don't know, guys. I'm just going with what's going in my brain, a little movie here. Oh, Lord have mercy. Anyway, let's move on. I don't want to see that anymore. All right, Knave of Coins. King of Coins, what the heck? Knave of Coins. Solid. A baby opportunity. You know, someone's sending you a message of an opportunity. Okay. Someone, yeah. That'd be a messenger sending a message. Yeah, they want to do this. That's what's on their mind. They're intending to do this, to send the message. Okay. Maybe they were intending to in February, in May, and they just didn't. They didn't send you the message in February. They didn't send you the message in May. Or maybe those are the last times y'all talked. You know, maybe they're going to actually send another message in October. I don't know. Okay. For the collective, Knave of Coins. Can we clarify that, please? For the collective, please and thank you. Knave of Coins. Could be someone acting very childish, okay? Don't know. Knave of Coins. Wow, I didn't want that many. Lord have mercy. Oh, goodness. Oh, man, alive. What the heck do we got going on here? Bad health, feeling trapped, adjudication, and poverty. Maybe that's a message, they're going to send you a message about this, you know? You could be getting could have been some kind of adjudication thing going on. Let's go in order. They went to jail. Then they, you know, like went before a judge. Now they're in bad health. And they're in poverty. You could be, I guess someone could be wanting to send a message to someone who's in jail. Or maybe this person who's in jail, you know, they're in bad health and they're in poverty. They're sending a message just to you. You know what I mean? You could receive a message from someone who's in jail, guys. I don't know. All right, we'll keep it. I really feel like the adjudication happened, then they got locked up, you know, and then they got in bad health, and yeah, they're in poverty because they had to lose everything because they're going to jail. They're going to lose everything because they're going to jail. It just is what it is. All right. All right, for the collective, 9 of coins for the potential outcome. That's good. That's strong, independent person. Thank you. Main female. Yeah, she is. She's looking good, smelling good. She's a strong, independent female. There's going to be a change. Yeah, she changed. She changed for the better. Hello. She's a strong, independent person now. She don't need no man. Something to do with her, a child in the house, and a mature man. Okay. Okay. That's in your energy, judgment. Can we clarify that for the collective? Judgment. For collective. Judgment. Number 20. Great awakening. For the collective judgment. Clarify judgment. For the collective judgment. Thank you. You're like, well, we don't have a lot of cards left, Cheyenne. Yeah, you're expecting, or someone's expecting, yeah, judgment to happen. God to blow the horn and say, this is it, it's done. You know, this is it. The final countdown. Anyway, yeah, sudden wealth. Wow. Wow. Someone's expecting that to happen. You got 20, you got the number 2 and 8, which adds up to be 10. That could be an ending to something. She's expecting some kind of ending. You know, yeah, judgment. God to, like a judge to put his gavel down and say it's done. You know, it's done. Something's done. And you're getting sudden wealth. Yeah. Okay. Alright. King of Wands. Can we clarify that King of Wands for the collective? King of Wands. Child. Brand new relationship. So that's someone in your environment who you're not courting at the moment, but you're gonna, okay? That's what I feel with it on the side like that. I don't ever take these on the side. Yeah, this is the person you're going on the journey with. This is it. This is he. He who you're going on a journey with, okay? That's who's in your environment. He's in your environment. He's in your community. He's gonna send you a letter or something, you know, a message, a text message, I don't know, guys, in February, May, October, okay? Yeah, I don't know. He could have sent you a message, you know, messages in February, May, and October, you know. Go back and look at the messages. Maybe they're significant, okay? I don't know. But it's a brand new relationship. Yeah. Okay. Alright, hopes and fears. Yeah. Hopes and fears. We got King of Pentacles, King of Coins, Knight of Wands. This person could be younger than you, you know? Anyway, King of Coins, Knight of Wands, Two of Coins. What is that little cluster for hopes and fears? Like they're balancing out, they're weighing out. They're trying to become, I feel like they're trying to stop being a player and become more of a someone you want to marry, you know? Yeah, I feel like he's balancing all that out. Hopes and fears, you're hoping for that. Maybe they're hoping for that, you know? King of Coins. False person? Oh. He could have, he's gotten rid of her. She's in reverse. So whoever this is, they're no longer in the player energy. You know it? I feel like they have released and let go of someone. And they're balancing it out. It's like they're recalibrating. They're like, okay, I've got rid of all my flings, all my little fling ladies. You know, they're in the reverse. I've gotten rid of them, right? And now I'm going to become this solid, stable dude because I want this brand new relationship. You know, I want maybe to have kids with this main female. You know, she's an Empress energy. She's a great mother. And so he's balancing everything out. He's recalibrating because he was very hurt in the past. Could have been by a freaking, you know, women that he was with. Who he thought were great, but they weren't. You know what I mean? Could have been. Yeah, he could have been with someone he thought was official, like a twin flame. He thought someone was it, they were the person. But they disappointed him because it wasn't great, you know? Left him in despair. Oh, that's sad. 10 of Coins. That's potential outcome. That's wonderful. 10 of Coins. It's like y'all are going to do it. You're going to get married. You know, you didn't miss the boat after all, buddy. You didn't miss the boat. You're still going to take this journey with your sweetheart. Okay, with this person you think about all the time. Alright. 10 of Coins. Clarify that. For the collective. 10 of Coins. Let me clarify that for the collective. Maybe not. Main female. See, I'm telling you, you're getting married to her. 10 of Coins for the collective. Message of concern. Family room. Yeah. She's getting the message. And look, she's kind of shocked. Look how she's holding her chest. She's like, oh my gosh. He still likes me. You know, I don't know. He does still think of me. Yeah, he thinks of you all the time. He thinks about you all the time and this path that y'all could have taken, you know. He feels like he missed out on it because maybe he just stopped messaging you, you know. I don't know. But he may invite you over to his house. I don't know. There's going to have to be some kind of ending to something. There's the main male. He could be ending things with some kind of nosy ass people. A man, a wealthy man, and a mature woman. There's a message in between them, and then coffin. Unexpected income. Family room. That's weird. Okay. Okay. Let me put this other deck over here. Oh, goodness. All right, let's get y'all some dice. Hey, Teresa. How are you tonight? All right, for the collective, here's what's on the back. Okay. And here's what's on the front. Okay. BB. Oh, how funny. Anyway, for the collective, name, initials, words that can be significant for this message tonight. And that light bulb is moving. It's just rolling. It just rolls like that while I'm doing a reading. It don't do it any other time. It's so weird. For the collective. You got RR, 3 R's. R's could be significant, first, middle, last. Okay. That's funny. It's like those little twins. Yeah, and here's LLL. Boy, those are strong, okay? First, middle, last, okay? We also got CCC. First, middle, last, guys. Okay? You got 2 I's. 2 H's. Hi, hi. Yeah, y'all both want to say hi. 2 G's. Yeah, someone's a grandma. Gigi. Or they're a great grandma. KTO. Wait. KO. Knockout. Knot. Yeah, someone wants to tie the knot. I feel like they missed out on the boat. I'm going to keep that knot. Okay. Wait. Wait on God, guys. Okay? Don't be jumping the gun and, you know. Let's take these over here. Wait, I have a name. I need to get that. I have Claire. You could be gifted in the Claire gifts. Okay. Or someone's name could be Claire. Okay. Okay. I don't see any names. Oh gosh. Yeah, someone could think you're a witch. Boy howdy, people on Facebook think I am. Tell you what, yeah, you could be gifted in the Claires. People could think you're a witch. Which I don't care if people think I am. I am a witch. You know what I mean? But I'm not a dark magic person. I'm a light magic. I pray. The only kind of jar spells, well, it's not spells, but jar things that I do, I guess maybe they are spells, but they're for me, you know, for prosperity and abundance, you know what I mean? They're not to harm anybody. They're to bring good, you know? People make me so... They're clueless, you know? Here's Clue. We have Clue. These people are clueless about what that kind of stuff is. Clue. Yeah, you could. I better keep not. You know. All my witchy friends will know what I'm talking about. Okay, yeah, I'm going to keep GG. Those could be someone's initials. And RR. Okay. And HL or LH. Those could be someone's initials. Okay. RR, Raiden Reed. That little baby boy I had. Anyway, let's see. Signs, symbols, synchronicities that could be significant for the collective. Signs, symbols, synchronicities. First, and thank you. Wow, y'all see those stacked up on top of each other? We have the, jar spells. Someone could be doing bad stuff, though. Yeah, they could be a little childish, you know what I mean? Okay, they could bite your head off with their words. Yeah, someone you need to knock out. You need to knock this person out. Oh, shoot, guys. Yeah, they're an energy vampire. Good Lord, look at this. They could be eavesdropping. They're full of fucking hot air. They're spreading gossip. You know what I mean? You need to punch this person out. Yeah, they could be trying to do like dark magic. They could be acting like a baby. Very childish, okay? Whoever this is. You might have to punch them out, okay? Alright. You could like vampire movies, vampire books, I don't know. You could like watching boxing and MMA type stuff. You could be a Scorpio. You could like, you know, shark movies and Jaws, you know, what's it called, Megalodon. You could be into witchy stuff, you know, but you do like the light magic, white magic, you know what I mean? You may have someone trying to score with you. You could like playing basketball. You could have a lot of goals. You could be one of them goal-oriented people. You could be painting or redecorating your house. You could be an interior designer, you know. You could be a contractor and go around and paint people's houses, you know what I mean? That could be something you do. You know, I don't know. You could like hot air balloons, okay? You could daydream. You could be clairvoyant. Like I said, Claire. You could be clairaudient, okay? You could have pretty ears. You want to nibble on someone's ear. I don't know. You could be wanting to have a baby with somebody, okay? Alright, for the collective. Oh, I'm stuck on my shirt. Alright, for the collective, signs, symbols, signs, numbers, and planets that can help clarify this message today, please and thank you. Got the sun. We got numbers. Let's 8, 6, 1, 2, 2. Any other numbers? No. Yep, 10. Something's ending. As far as planets go, you got the sun. Sun talks about life force energy, personality, okay? You got Mercury, which is communication and intellect. You've got the moon here, which rules Cancer, and it talks about intuition and the feminine energy. You got Neptune here, which rules Pisces, which talks about dreams, illusions, and idealism. You got Jupiter here, which rules Sagittarius, it's luck and expansion. You got South Node here, which right now is in Leo. And then you have, as far as signs go, you got a lot of Earth. You got 2 Taurus. You got 2 Taurus. You got, what is that, Virgo? Yeah, Virgo. And you got strong water. You got Cancer and Scorpio, okay? You have strong water in your chart. You'd be like a Cancer with a Scorpio moon or something. You could have Aries in your chart. You got 10, 8, 6, 2, 2, and 1. Okay. Wow, 10/21. That's my birthday. That's cool. Oh yeah, we got 21 now. That's gonna be fun. Anyway, so as far as dates go, well, no, let's do the houses first. The 10th house, it is Capricorn's house. It's a house of career and opportunity. The 8th house is Scorpio's house. It talks about legacies, taxes, sex, and rebirth. You got the 6th house, which is Virgo's house of details and planning. You got the 2nd house, strong. You got 2 of those, and that's Taurus's house. And you got 2 Taurus over here, or somewhere. Yeah, there they are. It talks about finances, values, and spirituality. And then you have the first, number 1 is the first house, physical appearance, ego, and action. That's a house, that Aries house. Okay. All right. So, as far as dates go, you got October 8th, October 6th, October 2nd, October 1st. That's my great granny's birthday. And you have October 22nd and October 21st. October 12th, okay? You have August 10th, August 6th, August 2nd, August 1st, August 22nd, August 21st, August 12th, okay? Oh, wait. Hold on a second. October 22nd, October 21st, October 12th, October 16th, October 18th, because I can use that one. Anyway, and you have August 10th, August 6th, August 2nd, August 1st, August 12th, August 16th, okay? Yeah. Okay, and you got June 1st, June 2nd, June 8th, June 10th. You have June 12th, June 18th, June 22nd, June 21st, okay? Then you have February 2nd, February 1st, February 6th, February 8th, February 10th, February 21st, February 12th, February 18th, February 16th, okay? And then you have January 2nd, January 6th, January 8th, January 10th, January 26th, January 28th, January 22nd. Wow, that is so cool. I like it when it happens like that. Anyway, those could be significant, guys. I hope that this helps. You definitely need to send someone a message. We know that. You feel, your challenge is you feel like you missed the boat. You missed your opportunity to do this, okay? Someone you think about all the time. Like you're constantly thinking of them, okay? That's who this is. You know, you see it very clearly in your dreams that this is the gift that God's been trying to shove in your face. The 4 of freaking cups, you know. God's shoving that cup in your face, you know, 4 cups. So it's overall energy. This cup it's right there in your face. And you know it. You've been dreaming about it, right? You see it very clearly, but you feel like you missed out on your chance. You won't know unless you ask, okay? Unless you send that message, send that text, send that letter, whatever it is, okay, guys? Email, fax. It could be anything. But I feel like in the recent past, you might have jumped the gun, you know? You might have been a little too hasty. And I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. That still confuses me. Because it could be so many different things. Hopefully y'all know what that is. Please comment below if you do. You know, if you resonate with that portion. Excuse me. But, yeah. Near future, strong independent person, there's going to be some change. So, you could be a strong independent person, and the change is, you know, you're going to be with someone, you know, like married. 10 of coins, that's a potential outcome. It's like near future, you're fixing to have a change. You're fixing to change that strong, independent person status, you know, single status. You're going to go from single to, you know, in a relationship or married or something. Up here, what you're aware of is someone's going to freaking jail, okay? That's what's going on, okay? Maybe someone who is involved with a false person, you know, that could be what's going on here. I don't know, okay? Because hopes and fears, it's like, I don't know, it feels like you want to stop being in this player energy and be more of a solid, steady dude, someone who, you know, marriage material type guy, you know? Yeah. Anyway, this was your reading, guys. I hope that it helps. Remember, February, May, October, those months could be significant. Anyway, I hope this helps. God bless y'all. And yeah, I'll see y'all again soon. God bless y'all. I love y'all. Good night, guys.